Hey everyone, welcome to Judging for the Win. I'm Dave, and this is my daily ruling. Today's question comes to us from the True Stories collection, as in it actually happened at an event that I was actually judging. Amy's old growth troll dies, and she has it enchant her snow-covered forest. Is it possible for Amy to tap the snow-covered forest for 2 green mana and use that mana in order to activate her Faceless Haven? Okay, so the first thing I want to point out about this question is if you were talking about Faceless Haven with your friends, you would probably say something like the ability costs 3 snow mana to activate. Now, that's all well and good if you're just talking colloquially, but in a little bit more formal context like what we have here, it's important to be a little bit more rigorous in what we say in order to make sure everybody knows what we mean. So, in this case, there's not really such a thing as snow mana. Snow mana just means any mana that was produced by a snow permanent. So with that formalism in place, we're in a great spot to be able to answer this question. The snow-covered forest that was tapped in order to produce this mana is indeed a snow permanent, so that means that the mana that was produced is eligible to pay this cost. Now, I want to point out one more thing that is a little bit difficult here. Notice that this rule says that the mana has to be produced by a snow permanent. In this case, we're okay, because the old growth troll actually gives an ability to the forest, so activating an ability that the forest has is able to make that mana. And so, that means that the snow-covered forest is indeed the source of that mana. Now, that's not always how it's going to work though. Imagine something like a Utopia Sprawl. If you had a Utopia Sprawl that was enchanting a snow-covered forest, the answer would actually be different. As you can see, with the wording on Utopia Sprawl, the Utopia Sprawl is the thing that adds the additional mana. So the forest is only going to be considered to be the source of one of the mana that you are going to get when you tap it. The other one is going to be considered to be sourced by the Utopia Sprawl, which itself is not a snow permanent. So if you had a snow-covered forest that was enchanted by Utopia Sprawl, only one of the 2 mana that you get when you tap that forest is going to be able to be paying that sort of a cost. This is the sort of thing that I could see being super confusing if you hadn't thought about it or encountered it before, so hopefully this is going to be helpful to someone if this sort of thing comes up in one of your games. And that's all I have for you today. How did you do? Join me again tomorrow for another daily ruling, but until then, I hope you have a great day.